Hey, welcome up. Hey, Mats.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well,
Lovely.
you run Adform.
If I run Adform?
No, you run Adform.
Yeah, I run Adform. Yeah.
What is that? Just so that...
Adform is, my marketing department not allowed me to say it, but we're Adform, we're less evil. We are heading, and we're basically doing what parts of Google are doing. We are an ad tech company, we're out of the Nordics, growing extremely fast. But as one guy in the US said when I met him, is Mats, you're the largest media tech company in the world that I haven't heard of. We're one of 850 people, we're in 18 countries, and we started in Copenhagen 15 years ago. Well-kept secret.
Okay, but I want to hear more secrets. So you have a screen, and...
Yeah, it's not, I mean, the screen
and you walk up to the screen, and it's kind of like zooms in on your face, so it knows it's human. What more can it do?
Exactly. It is, we're doing it with a partner, it's visual art. We do the data part of it, backgrounds of it. And as you've seen out there, it can do face recognition. The technology is not very advanced. It's been there for ages. It's a simple PC thing in the background. And it pulls out statistics, and fairly good, I think also. The message I've seen a lot of people going through. But I could just show you a little bit short of what we've gathered yesterday of where we are. The average age, it's younger women, and then 29 years old, almost turning 30.
And the screen can actually look at somebody and say how old they are.
They recognize that. You and I tested it,
yeah, that was hilarious.
And you turned out to be 59, and I'm normally around not that old, but next to you I turned 39, so it's always references.
So it's also built this at an insult function as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Early in the morning.
I think there are more to it. There is a guy, Olaf, I just picked up and asked, how are you going? It's shit, he said. I'm 39 on the screen. I'm only 29 real life. So he had an options that we should sponsor a Botox for those that get offended by it. But hey, it's statistics. It works to the margin of it. But more statistics onto it. Yes, it is a good event for us. There are 52% women here, and that's quite accurate, actually. But no data is perfect. There are actually 3 women in here that got classified as having beard. So, and that's, of course, not true. Or maybe it is. I don't know. 11% women wear glasses, 21% men wear glasses, and that's exactly what you do with that data. I'm not a marketeer. I'm just a techie guy, but if you have and you do a branding campaign for glasses, that could be good. Also, average dwell time. How much time do people spend on looking at this? Well, in total, 12 hours. But the most important thing, I think it's the total 23 seconds is what people spend passing by or capturing it. It is, to the end, what does this mean then? Well, the data underlying here can be used for a lot of things. And of course, optimizing the message on the screen. So now, with this data, you can then, not having the guy from the creative agency in a crazy hat and a beard and a gut feeling what works and doesn't work, you can span through and flip through hundreds of creatives and messages and actually get hardcore facts. Who's engaging the most? What is triggering a smile, because it captures whether you smile or not, and also the gender and age and activity. You can apply augmented reality on top of it. I think this will be the future of outdoor.
But it's funny because usually, and you share this with me as well, if you have something like this for demo purposes, people are like doing strange things. But this audience takes technology seriously.
They do. If you look at the last, and how emotional responsiveness to this is, that people actually are blank-faced. Here they are. Normally we don't see this. In other fairs, it's typically a little bit more happier. I think people are concerned about it, and I think also like Olaf reacted, you don't smile because you get a little bit provoked by the age. There's nothing that triggers us that much that age. There were a woman with a hat that came out as being a little bit older than she perceived herself to be, but it was the truth. It doesn't cater in whether you have a good fashion or if you have a hat or you have a smart shoes or something. It just takes it. But then you could gather also, and you can capture the emotions around it. This is far much more than you know of any outdoor screen. So that's...
But what I think is so cool, these things you see on PowerPoint slides some year ago, now it's actually there. It's commercial. And I mean, you can imagine how stupid it feels to explain to your kids that we had paper screens where we printed a message and changed it every month.
There is more to it. And we will, and this is underlying data, of course. Everyone talks data. We'll continue doing that in the Digital Marketing Summit, 12:30.
Starting 12:30. What are you going to share there? Because you also have a take on creativity.
Yes, data-driven creativity. Because we've talked a lot about data here. There's been people on the stage, Jacob, and talking about that, segmenting, targeting, exactly finding the right people, people that had a boiled egg driving the car down the highway, looking for a new car. That's the people we want to reach. But what's quite often being forgotten is the message that's out there. I talked to one guy in a what's called the performance agency, started talking about creative, and he said, well, we're just a performance agency. We don't care what banner we put out there. We just want to reach the right people. And I think half of it is lost there. Because if you continue bombarding people with boring banners based upon the best data there is in the world, nothing will be achieved.
But so you're actually saying that data will give more creativity and make us better creatives?
It will.
We'll come check it out at the Digital Marketing Summit. Thank you very much.
Perfect. See you then.